It's a Eurocentric way of looking at masculinity. But let's be very clear and candid, though, is that masculinity is also mainly a white woman creation as well. There's a certain perspective or way of masculinity that they perceive or they want.
Yes.
And that they, honor in general. Henceforth, the reason why white women voted for Trump 3 times. So,
dude, and each of those 3 times, these fucking stupid Democrats banked on these women, knowing that they never fucking come through.
It's not just that. I do think that the big part of that is also they ignored men. They ignored heterosexual white men.
But they did that because these fucking a ray of sunshine or hope, and you might not agree with me, but I definitely feel like that, is AOC is polling as the primary figure in the Democratic Party. Agree with her or not, I think that the more that she's able to achieve,
she's going to have to run her own. She's going to have to create her own party, dude.
I will fucking. I'll make sure this makes it into a cut of the show. I will volunteer in the state of Florida for that woman. I volunteered in New York. I will volunteer for her in Florida. I don't necessarily disagree with you. I don't think the Democrats will allow her to be the nominee. I don't think they would. They don't want her anywhere near the reins of power.
You got to understand, it's the same dynamic, not the same, but it's a very similar dynamic about race that we're going to have to deal with, and gender that comes involved as well, which is that these people do not want to see a person that is non-white in office. It's just not a thing. And number 2, they especially don't want to see a woman in office. There's also a gendered aspect of this that's dangerous. And I can understand people having some issues with women that function like men. I understand that part. But I seriously think it's a scenario where they do not want a woman in there, and least of all, a non-white female.
Well, look,
it's not a thing that they're going to vote for.
If experience and the ability to do the job were the true desire of the American voters, Hillary Clinton would have won that election in a fucking landslide. They didn't give a shit about anything except for the fact that, one, she was Hillary Clinton, and there was already a huge subset of Americans who, whether or not they were correctly informed, hated her. Okay, I'll give them that. But if the rest of America's real intention was to hire the person best suited for the job, no one would have voted for Donald Trump. What they voted for was the white guy. Whatever psychology you want to attach to it, because he was on the fucking Apprentice, or because he's rich, or because he's good at marketing, whatever you want to apply to it, it all funnels down at the bottom to him being the safe white guy to pick, because we need to make sure we got white guys.
Yeah, I think it goes into the same space where people were saying at the same time, around last year, they were saying basically, we need I want somebody that's going to fix the economy. I want somebody that's going to fix the economy. And I think that was a cop out to say
the guy with the bankrupt fucking casino. The guy that bankrupted a fucking casino.
A lot of his businesses.
Forget the other businesses. Hold on. Forget the other businesses. Businesses go belly up. Casinos, unless there is some kind of fucking scandal, don't go belly up. Even illegal casinos, because the business model is you come in with money and you leave with none. One of y'all walks out tonight with a big chunk of money. It doesn't even make a dent in what I took from everyone else. And he bankrupted that. Dude, he bankrupted construction businesses in New York City in the 80s. Bro, you could have got a permit to build a house on the side of a tree.